Hello, 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 hello. This is Rich Kale here on YouTube, Rich Gen X elsewhere. And it's time to once again venture into Necronomicon Dawning of Darkness. Honestly, this is Alright, so I think
Mr. Blackfish? Well, I won't beat around the bush. I've come to ask you to tell me about Gregor Herschel.
My friend, have you not forgotten something?
Such as...
Do you have nothing to awl the tongue?
I do not, sir.
Then get the hell out of here.
Well...
Yeah, that's right. Make yourself scarce.
Well, I don't want to offend
Well,
you.
okay, if you want to chat, bring some supplies. Why don't you come back later?
Yeah, I gotta get booze. Back to the store for booze.
Crumb and Son, at your service.
Yes, I know who you are. Alright, so I gotta get booze. Where do I find booze at? Booze! Well, where's the booze?
Excuse me, sir. Do you have something strong that'll cheer up a miserable fisherman?
You mean hooch? How about
Hooch.
this stuff? This isn't easy to come by, the way things are these days. There are stock problems, and the suppliers are taking advantage. Not to mention the insurers. Yep, it all has effect on the price. But what the hell? I'm not in it for the money. I provide a service to my good customers if they show their appreciation.
Okay, so do I have the hooch now? No, I don't have the hooch yet.
Here, will that be enough?
Well, I'll be damned. You are a good customer, sir. I like people who show their appreciation. If you're in need of anything else at all, my pleasure, sir.
Alright. So now I have hooch. Hooch! Alright, so now I got hooch. I gotta make my way back to the hooch to this house. So if I got hooch!
Y'all got the firewater, lad?
Here, and it's good stuff, too.
Good. So, do y'all know that at the time terrible things were being said about Gregor Herschel? He wasn't one to shy away from crime, and he must have made masses of dough. Everyone here has their reasons to look out for customs, my lad. At the time, the local businessman wanted to make a fast profit at any cost. Vessels would arrive in the bay at night, brigs and caravels overflowing with contraband, and secretly come ashore. You get the picture?
Yeah.
Except that his cargo consists of blacks from Guinea. They used to unload them to the north of Pawtuxet. There was a prison down there, a big stone building. At first, everything went fine. He wasn't the only one doing it, see? Except that one day, it wasn't just blacks. On that day, the Navy were out for blood because of a Coast Guard ship that had burned. The Liberty. They spied a big merchant ship with its lights doused, heading for Naked Point. They followed it, then boarded her. Ah, good God. I'd like to have seen the face of the customs officer when he saw the cargo. It was Egyptian mummies. I'll bet he was well annoyed, because of course, they were not illegal. As for the mummies, no one knew what they were for, my lad. You see what kind of things he was up to?
Mummies, huh? What a strange thing to smuggle.
That ain't the half of it. You know, the strangest thing of all was how often he used to replace his sailors. One crew would go on shore leave, some of them were laden with goods, and when it was time to sail again, there were always 2 or 3 men missing. The sailors are superstitious beggars. The tough sailors from the slave ships, pirate vessels, and the huge brigs of Brown, Crawford, and Tillinghast would make the sign of the cross when they saw the old man going into his warehouse in Doubloon Street. His mates and his captain detested him, but they were tied to him by the grip of fear. Nobody wanted to sail with him no more. His crews were made up of mixed-race sailors from Havana, Martinique, and Port-Royal. Oh, yes, the Port of Providence has seen goings-on strange enough to make your blood run cold. Not more than 1 month later, 3 likely lads, not the type to miss a voyage, were due to set sail on the Gaita. They'd been seen the night before, but the next day, not a trace. The sheriff turned up with his deputies, the Redcoats, and they took the place apart looking for alcohol. That's right. They didn't give a damn about the lads. Then Smith was asked to put a notice in his newspaper, but there was no response. I'm pleased you take an interest in these things, but you need more detail to get a clear picture. Tell you what, I know a lad who can tell you all you need to know. Arthur Prokop. At this time of day, you'll find him in the Royal Standard. It's 20 yards back towards the church there. Tell him I sent you.
Thank you, sir. I'll find it.
See you again, sailor.
Well. So we have to... So we gotta head to the Commons, which has to be the Royal Tavern.
I was sent here by Mr. Blackfish. I'm looking for information about Gregor Herschel, a colonial ship owner.
Well, you've come to the right place, my lad. It so happens that my father's great-grandfather, Milius Prokop, had close dealings with him. I should have some documents passed on to me by my father. Give me a little time to look. Let's say tomorrow. Same time, same place.
Interesting. So, interesting. So, now what? All right. I guess I should head home. I don't know. I have a feeling that this is... I use this now? No. So, what am I supposed to do? So this is something I don't know about. So, what am I supposed to do? Oh, maybe let's go back to that house there. This was it?
William, it's been so long.
I'm here to see how you are. When you came to my house 2 days ago,
I'm sorry, my memory fails me frequently.
Oh.
When you came to my house, you seemed very disturbed, as if you were in some danger.
Forget anything I said to you. I was upset. Let's forget it.
Dr. Eagleton is worried about your health. So is your father. Edgar, are you sure everything's fine?
I'm relying on you to reassure them. Everything's fine now. Allow me to introduce you to my colleague, Dr. Owens.
All empty and unfitted, Julia. Don't forget what we must do, Mr. Wycherley. Agi quad agis. I shall await you in the bungalow.
I'll leave you to your work, Edgar.
William, goodbye. Please be so kind as to give my regards to Mr. Eagleton and inform him that you yourself have observed that everything here is fine.
Something's not right. Something is not right with him. But apparently now... Oh.
Hello, Dr. Eagleton? I've seen Edgar recently. He really does seem very disturbed.
Please stay at home. If you don't mind, I'm going to come and see you. We'll be able to speak about it more easily.
Hello, Doctor. You wish to have my opinion. I'm sorry to tell you that I found my friend far from Zolt's self. At first, he didn't recognize me. He introduced me to Dr. Owens, who was even stranger than Edgar. As I was leaving, he seemed to be crying out for help. Then he proceeded to address me formally using a highly outmoded style of language. I am truly mystified. Could you enlighten me as to the exact nature of his research?
The first thing Edgar discovered amongst the papers of several Providence families was mail addressed to Gregor Herschel or written by him. These letters had been intercepted by the local population with the hope of finding out what he was up to. Then he found Herschel's work documents. Edgar revealed to me one day that the papers of his ancestor contained some incredible scientific secrets, for the most part written in a coded language, and that he was trying to acquire the ancient arts needed to understand what it was all about.
Ah.
He then explained to me that he was scouring the cemeteries for the gravestone of Gregor Herschel, which should bear an inscription made up of mystical symbols that he needed to decipher the manuscript.
The odd thing was that I had the impression that he didn't speak freely.
I fear that he's under the influence of this Dr. Owens. There's only one way to guarantee his safety: to have him committed. Thank you for your valuable help, William. Continue your investigations, my boy. We need to know what lies behind all this.
Interesting. Okay. Sir Wycherley again. find Sir Wycherley. But where was Sir Wycherley? Was that this house?
Good day, Mr. Wycherley.
Ah, good.
If I may be so bold, I would like very much to look at Edgar's research papers.
But of course, come on in. Yesterday, Dr. Eagleton spoke to me of the psychological problems Edgar is suffering from, and which, in his opinion, are partly connected to his studies. On returning from his travels, Edgar generally shut himself up in his room to work. He used to lock himself in and under no circumstances could be disturbed. He was deciphering photographic copies of an ancient manuscript. Then he began to get interested in chemistry and to hang around cemeteries. The acrid odors that sometimes came from his room were becoming truly intolerable. Edgar seemed to have gone out of his mind, letting out shrieks and having conversations when there was nobody there. On the 15th of April, I remember the date because it was Good Friday, Mrs. Wycherley was listening anxiously in the corridor to strange chants in foreign tongues and a series of syllables ending in ya, whereupon she fainted. That evening, we had a lengthy conversation in the office, during which I warned him that, whatever the purpose of his research, I could no longer tolerate such conduct. It was on that day that he resolved to move to Pawtuxet. His room is upstairs, William. We have left it just as it was on the day he left.
Well then. Let's see, was this? No. Maybe, maybe. Ooh. Wow. Here we go. What's this? Monday. So, do I have... Oh, good. Herschel's Journal. Tuesday. Okay. Very weird book. Okay. Well, that's not what I was figuring. Oh. Okay, anything else? What's this? Well, that's... Okay. I just grabbed something. A key. Interesting. Oh. So now we found a key. what about you? No? Anything? Room's a mess, to be honest. Okay. Oh. Edgar's house, huh? So now I gotta find his house. This isn't it, is it? No, I don't think so. Oh, document. So we got two things here. Okay, that's a coded letter. From Prague. The brother in Olsen Metatron. Oh my gosh. Caesar Laerte telling of what you have caused to emerge from the salts I sent you. The disappointing result clearly proves that the stele had been changed when Barabbas obtained the specimen for me. This often happens, as you must know, after the body that you took from King's Chapel Cemetery in 1769, and after what H removed from the old resting grounds in 1690, which nearly cost him his life. The exact same thing happened to me in Egypt 75 years ago, which is how I got the scar that the young man saw on my face in 1924. As I said to you a long time back, do not invoke any spirits that you cannot dominate, whether it be from dead salts or from the spheres beyond. Always have the expulsion words ready, and do not stop to make sure when you doubt the identity of who you have. All the stelae have been changed in 9 of the 10 cemeteries. You are never sure of anything until you have asked. I received news from H today, who had problems with the militia. He regrets that Transylvania has passed from Hungarian to Romanian control and would change his place of residence if his castle was not so full of you-know-what. In my next communication, there shall be something from an eastern tomb that shall bring you great pleasure. Meanwhile, do not forget that I want to have BF if you can procure him for me. You know G of Philadelphia better than me. Use him before me if you wish, but not too severely because I need to speak to him afterwards. Yog-Sothoth Nibelazin. Simon O. Damn. Okay. Okay, so now that we've found something, we better report these findings.
What gives you the right to enter my house like this, stranger?
Edgar, don't you recognize me?
Of course. Sorry about that. It's the old memory playing up again. Could you just remind me, though, why I asked you to come and visit?
Be careful, Edgar. You're poking your nose into terrifying things that are tightening their grip on you.
Stuff and nonsense. The world of science is bedeviled by malicious rumors engendered by fear.
Edgar, what is the subject of your research?
I'm working on the discovery of knowledge that must, for the moment, be kept secret. Its revelation shall herald the dawning of a new era.
Are you sure that is for the best? Certain things should be consigned to the past so that the passage of time can erase them.
Some things are never erased. And this is no longer simply a marvel consigned to the past.
Well, I must return to Providence. Allow me to excuse myself.
By all means, give my regards to Dr. Eagleton. Don't lose any sleep on my account. Everything here is fine.
Yeah, it's not fine. I'm really... Oh, there he is.
Hello there, young William. Any news?
You were sitting in the chair.
I went back to Edgar's house and was able to let myself in before he arrived. This is what I was able to glean from the letters I found. Edgar has been carrying out the same research as his ancestor. He must have attempted and succeeded in an experiment that at first taught him some secrets before causing him to lose his mind.
You're right. It's increasingly apparent that he is mad. And this Dr. Owens appears to exert the most harmful of influences. Edgar must be protected. I would like to use your telephone to issue the sheriff with an internment order, and to ask him to meet us at Edgar's house in order to nip any possible resistance in the bud.
Let's go.
Edgar, I'm forced to do this for your own safety.
By all the spirits at my command, I damn you. May Azeroth take you over. You shall remain enslaved to him forever.
I recommend that you rest before carrying out a detailed search of the premises. Each clue may be vital to us. I'll meet you back at your house.
Okay. Okay. So, let's check some things out. Oh. Interesting. Well, now we found something in there. Okay. So now I found something else. Yeah. Okay. So we made something, but there's something really messed up with this guy. Oh. Didn't know I could go there. Crappy mirror. I mean, I can't even see my reflection in it. Alright. So we found also a heart-shaped key. Interesting. Oh, and that map.
Rest assured, young William, he's in good hands. What have you learned?
This. I was able to search the house at my leisure. It seems that Dr. Owens has fled.
Unfortunately, that is not sufficient grounds for laying charges. We must turn his absence to our advantage. If we want real evidence of Dr. Owens' activities, the only place to find it is the bungalow.
I understand, Doctor. I'm on my way there.
Alright, so now we're off to a bungalow. Bungalows. Oh. Creepy music. Oh. My. Well, this definitely, can't get in. What's this? Right, that's not unsettling at all. Oh. Alright. So, what are we dealing with here? I mean, I don't like it. Oh. Oh. Do I get a crowbar? Of course. The ultimate lockpick. The crowbar. Great. Oh, shit. What the fuck did I walk into now? Uh-huh. Nothing here. Nothing here. Okay. What's this? Not that. Okay. Ignis Eris Aquave Terra. Oh god. There's something going on here. Definitely. What do we got here? No. Another letter. Oh my god. I'm not gonna read through this whole one. Gregor Herschel. Uh-huh. Okay, and... Okay. I guess it is a large storage closet. Hello, what's this? Oh. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, I think I'm seeing it now. Oh, okay. I see now. I need to get something else. But now that I found that... Let's see, does this key work? Oh, well, you know. Saturn. Interesting. So what does that mean? I don't know. Ah! Okay, so that opened the key up. Good. that was easy to figure out. Alright, so we now have the right key. So let's use this key here. Oh crap, what the hell did I just open? So I guess I guess this is gonna lead me into someplace dark. I think that's a good place to save this game. I think. Oh my goodness. It's a tunnel. And I think that's actually a good place to hold an episode. If you made it this far in my playthrough of this game, please put in the comments. Things are getting spooky. And next time around, we're going to head down that tunnel and find out what else is going on. As always, again, this is Rich Kale here on YouTube, a Rich Gen X elsewhere. I invite you to subscribe to the channel and check out all the other playthroughs that I have premiering up on this channel. They premiere every day at 3 p.m. in a 2-week cycle, where besides this, I'm working my way through the Tomb Raider Legend Anniversary Underworld timeline, currently working on Legend. Working my way through the Sherlock Holmes reboot timeline, currently on The Awakened. Working my way through the through Descent, through Vampire, working my way through, fudge, had a brain fart. Working my way through the Bioshock series, currently on Bioshock. Working my way through the Assassin's Creed series, currently on Assassin's Creed 2. I'm also working my way through, through Control and a bunch of other games that premiere in that 3 p.m. time slot. Also weekly, 10 a.m. I have stuff premiering as follows. Sunday morning, the Tomb Raider 1, 2, 3 Remastered playthrough. Monday morning, it is usually, well, right now it's Alone in the Dark 2024. Tuesday morning is usually a fic reading. Wednesday morning is usually a game by Square. Either one of the first 7 Final Fantasies, one of the first 3 Saga games, or one of the 2 Chrono games. Thursday mornings one is usually Dead by Daylight. Friday mornings a fighting game, ladder story mode, and Saturday mornings a retrospective for a game or series I've beaten the story mode on. So, until next time, I would like you all to take care and have fun. Bye all.